What is going on, everyone? The Phillies win last night, baby! The Phillies win last night! I'm down the shore for Memorial Day weekend. I hope everyone enjoys their Memorial Day weekend. But let's talk about the Phillies last night. They win 6-4 in Milwaukee, and that is a great start to this series. They kicked our ass when they were in Philadelphia. Kicked our ass. And we go into their stadium, game one, and get a nice solid victory on the road to start this bad boy off after somewhat of a disappointing series with the Cubs. Love it, absolutely love it. And we did this without great starting pitching because Jared Eichhoff is on the mound. He went 3 innings. He allowed 5 hits. 4 of those extra base hits, he was getting cranked. The ball was leaving the yard, and once again, he has a start where he gets crushed. He gets crushed. He has not done a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark as of late, and I think the Jared Eichhoff experiment is going to end soon. But here's what bothers me. This team is just continuing to throw guys in with these experiments, with these low amount of starts, and it's not working, and we just keep rotating guys that aren't working. Why don't we go get someone? Why don't we go make a move to actually go get someone? Dallas Keuchel's out there. Okay, I know his stats and his numbers have been going down, but he's an actual baseball pitcher. He's been in this league. So let's talk about this game, all right? So early, we take a lead, 1-0. Kutch does his thing, bang, he gets moved over, bang, Bryce Harper knocks him in, 1-0 up and early, and I feel like we've been doing that a lot lately. Kutch has been doing a double, we knock him in, bang, 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 1-0 nice and early, but we give up that lead instantly, tied up 1-1. It's okay because we take the lead, 2-1. Well, then we give up the lead instantly. I believe those were from the back-to-back doubles, Cesar and Scotty. Homer, we're down 4-2 and we got to fight back. We're down 4-2, got to fight back. And 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, all of those innings, we score a run. Franco comes up big, scores a run in the 4th. Bryce Harper comes up huge, gets an RBI knock in the 5th. In the 6th, Andrew McCutchen with a deep double to left to take the lead. And Rhys Hoskins in the 7th does something that he needed to do so badly. And that was a home run bomb. Come on. He needed that. He has to get out of his slump. So just taking a look at this bullpen and what they were able to provide for this squad yesterday. Garcia, 1 inning. Vin Velasquez out of the bullpen. And I've been, I wouldn't say like a huge believer of Vin Velasquez coming out of the bullpen, but it is something that I would have looked at as an organization because it's a different type of mentality. You don't have to worry about the pitch count so much. You don't have to worry about it. Vin Velasquez can go 5 or 6 innings deep when he starts the baseball game. You just need him to go out there and get productive starts. And it was a weird, rocky road to start this because to the media, Vin Velasquez comes out and says, I don't want to be a bullpen guy and I want to be a starter, and then he comes back out to the media and said, let me clarify some things. He had his debut out of the pen. He went 2 innings. He had, how many strikeouts did he have? 4 Ks in that 2 innings. So he did his thing out of the bullpen, and it wasn't atrocious looking, and it would be something that I would look at for the future. Even though Jared Eichhoff is struggling, even though there's a spot in the pitching rotation due to the fact of Cole Irvin, I don't know if I'm on full Vin Velasquez should start mode. Now, what does that mean? Probably Nick Pivetta, and I don't want to go there either. And the last thing I want to do is get spiraled down a road of that conversation because I can go off forever about it. So, the bullpen, we continue. Dominguez came in for an inning. Morgan came in for an inning. Hector Neris comes in to close the door with 3 strikeouts, baby. I don't know why I'm such a Hector Neris fanboy this year. I'm a legitimate Hector Neris fanboy right now because he's getting the job done. He's getting the job done, and it seems like a role for him, an actual role for him to do. And when you know you're the closer, it's a different situation than closing by committee. it does seem like Gabe goes to him in these situations now. So hopefully he's figuring that out. The only reason why he didn't close that one day was because his pitch count was too high. It was in the 30s after a couple days there, 3 days, which realistically in my position, I still would have put him out there, but that's the way baseball works these days. Looking at how some of these players produced offensively today. Andrew McCutchen has been very, very solid in that leadoff spot. I've been absolutely loving it, and he came up big today, not only with that double to deep left that helped take this team to the victory, but he had that huge double in the first, and he is providing that spark with this baseball club getting on early, which helps us score early, which helps us kind of control the baseball game a little bit more. He finishes the day with 2 and 5. Scott Kingery 2 of 5. I want to see him continue to get work. I want to see him continue to get at bats because last year, overpowered, overmatched. This year, he started out so good, but then he gets injured, and now he has to take time off, and Cesar gets so hot at second base during that time, and he deserves precious at-bats to get back into rhythm, and he doesn't look as overpowered. He's continuing to get hits. His approach at the plate has been stellar, and I believe Scott Kingery deserves to get a lot more playing time. And with center field and Odubel being so bad, maybe that's an opportunity moving down the road. Clearly, he might need help defensively with that, but the only way to get help defensively is to continue to play at the position, to be completely honest with you. Bryce Harper, 1 for 4, but 2 RBIs. One was on a sac play. Continuing to knock in runs, being a leader on this ball club. We brought him in here to help us produce scoring opportunities, and that's exactly what he did today, scoring 2 big runs, of course. Rhys Hoskins, 2 hits and a walk, on base 3 times, something he really needs because it got ugly there, and we need him to get hot. If he gets hot and JT stays on his little tear that he's on and Bryce continues to produce runs, it's going to be scary. It's going to be real scary. So the next game is a little bit of a later afternoon tilt in Milwaukee, and Jake Arrieta's on the bump, so let's see what he can do. I never know what's going to happen when Jake Arrieta's on the mound. It's kind of like, not that I'm going to say inconsistent, but I just never know. I can't tell you that he's going to be a great Jake Arrieta. He could throw up a game like Jared Eichhoff. And realistically, like going back to Jared Eichhoff, and I'm not trying to bring this back into the Cole Irvin, Vin Velasquez, Nick Pivetta situation, but what are we going to do with this, all right? He had a great couple starts there. It's crap. Every time he's on the mound, the ball flies out of the ballpark. The ball gets demolished. He just doesn't have it. These MLB batters are squaring it up insanely. Yelich goes yard again. This guy is crazy. You see him chugging beers at the Milwaukee Bucks game. Aaron Rodgers, not so much. And then he's just hitting dingers all day long. It's ridiculous what this guy is doing. He's on an absolute tear. And to be honest with you, even though I'm a Phillies fan, it's just fun as hell to watch him destroy the baseball like that. But what's more fun? Seeing Rhys Hoskins do it, baby. Come on. But I am proud of this baseball club because it's a tough position to be in. Mentally, you got destroyed by them when they were in Philadelphia. You're coming off of a Cubs series where you thought you should have came out of that 3-1 instead of 2-2. You're on the road. But they get it done. And to be honest with you, in a game where your starting pitching is crap, and you got to rely on the bullpen that has so much criticism as of late. And everyone did a pretty damn good job coming out of that bullpen. Now, what does that mean moving forward? We're going to have to see, because it obviously does damage down the road when we need situations. But that's why that's why your guys like Jake Arrieta, I'm all over the place right now, that's why they need to go out and perform deep 6, 7, 8 innings so we don't have to crush the bullpen so much in this outing. But let's see if that happens. And speaking of bullpen, Pat Neshek is a bum, continues to be a bum, and he is on the IL. He's complaining that he has some sort of injury after the 1 start in 55 games. So, not 1 start, but 1 appearance in 55 games. So Pat Neshek is no longer able to throw for us for quite some time. And you hear things about him potentially being a clubhouse cancer, and that wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. He is something else. The guy is something else, and it's ridiculous. It's frustrating to even, I wouldn't say watch because he doesn't do anything, but it's frustrating to hear about. It's that little extra noise that you hear about that you don't want to, because we want guys who want to compete. We want guys who want to perform. I don't think Pat Neshek is that guy whatsoever. So at the end of the day, we win 6-4. We are 30-21 after 51 games. Let's go, baby. Let me know your thoughts down below on this tilt on Eichhoff, on Vin Velasquez, because that was a big storyline, without a doubt, him coming out of the bullpen, and Bryce Harper knocking in some runs. Rhys, let me know what you think about all of it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys next time.